That's true.
Hello, Internet. There we are in the corner, gentlemen. So I'm here at the upper deck with, you might recognize this guy, Dejan Damjanović, and you might recognize this guy.
You might do.
Paul Neat. So we're going to play some FIFA here and ask Dejan some questions that you submitted through social media to distract him. So hopefully we can get a good result from our Dragons.
It's friendly games, so don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah. If we can get a win for the Dragons anyway. Well, last time we played this, you were in decidedly different colors. So before we get into any of that, we had Gary on Twitter. He came in. He said, as an FC Seoul fan, he wants you to know that he supports you and wishes you well in Suwon. So there is at least one Seoul fan saying these things. So because this is our first time chatting since you made the move, I thought this was a good question to start with. He's asking, what's your favorite memory as an FC Seoul player?
Oh, okay, first, I am sure that he's not the only one who speaks to
me. Paul does.
Thanks, man.
I do.
Yeah, it was a big move, and I understand a lot of harsh words from fans, but honestly, all 8 years. Oh wait, man, I need to move from this.
Oh, yeah.
Man, change that.
Yeah. All right.
Change that.
So we're gonna change some controller settings here.
I'm not touching.
All right.
Honestly, all 8 years they were really nice. Some of them were perfect. Some of them, a little bit hard for us. But I was enjoying all 8 years. So there are some moments normally when we were champions. When we make this perfect season 2012, these kind of moments I will never forget. They're unforgettable. And best scorer when I scored against Chonbuk last game in 2013 when I made this third in a row. So these kind of things, it's gonna be history and it's gonna stay in FC Seoul.
So if you had to pick one,
if I can pick one, I'm gonna take maybe 2012 was the best.
Okay.
Honestly, maybe 2010 was that season when I took first championship, but 2012 was something. The whole season was perfect.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Yeah.
So do you want it where you move? I can't get you to move with this. Is it the pass and shoot?
No, I must play like this.
Yeah.
Okay. No
Sorry.
problem. Okay.
It's part of my strategy. That's how I
win. Don't worry.
That's how
just
I win.
Shoot and pass. I need that. So.
Yeah. Shoot, pass, through ball.
Yeah, that's through ball, man. I'm not used to it. Don't worry, man.
All right. All right. Now we're good.
Okay.
For a number of years, particularly
change player.
a few managers prefer to bring it back
This time
now.
it's gonna be really hard.
No. I've still got Jair, so I'm kind of cheating a bit here.
Looking for teammates in the middle.
It started the same. He started the same like in the real life.
He's kicking himself. He can't believe he's
Anyway, all right. So Gary also wanted to know that if you didn't play as a striker, where do you think you would play? Like, where would you? Or did he say where would you?
I don't know if you know that, but when I was in 18, 19, I had 6 months like a central defender.
Oh.
Man, unbelievable, man. My coach, who coached me when I was young, he told me you can be a really good central defender. You are like tall, you know to play. You can make like 3-back is filled up. So 6 months I was playing central defender. But let's say maybe I could play that. I was not the best in that time, but man, okay.
So did you enjoy being on the back line?
It was not easy, but sometimes I enjoy it. Honestly, some games when you play like against some small teams, you can enjoy. Honestly,
good position. They've worked this attack very well.
I think
You got to be scoring goals.
yeah, and that was my best position. And honestly, everything else was just something I need to do, but I didn't feel the best.
So I guess that makes sense because the height and you do defend well up top. So
yeah,
And you do get back as well for set pieces. I noticed that last night.
Yeah, man, but I must do that, man. We are not that tall now.
That's
we are
true,
not now. Maybe we're gonna be after, but now we are not that tall. So
right.
I think we need to use everything what we have over 180.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Just push everyone forward.
Yeah. Now in this moment because unbelievable, but this year all goals. So see this, so we need to take care about this. I don't know what's happening.
I'm not sure if you saw what we've got. We added a coach to our staff, the KLU coach, and he had an interesting piece about man marking versus zonal marking. What do you feel about that?
For set pieces.
Yeah, normal. I was defending both of them. But generally, I was always this point guy on the first post. Just in Seoul, I was on 5, like where now is Roberto Esteban.
Yeah.
And generally, you must have good headers, good guys who can head. Yeah, honestly, everything. If you have like 2-3 guys who can really make good defense and they are really good in heading, then anything you put is gonna be okay. That's my opinion.
And so when you're on that front post, you're zonal marking then, right?
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm free guy. I'm just chasing the ball on the first post. But at that time, you must know that you have some limits. You cannot go too far, too close. You cannot wait the ball. Like how they score goal against me, and this guy ran 5 meters on me, central defender.
Well, he had a long run out.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying.
He had about a 10 or 15
So
yard
these
run
kind
out.
of things, I cannot do anything even if I'm there.
Right.
Because somebody must push him, or he was man to man with one player, and I don't know why our player lose him. So these kind of things, I don't know. Maybe I'm more man to man, because then everybody have his player and everybody have responsibility. You cannot say that he's not seeing or he didn't do. That's your player. That's your job.
Well, I don't know what happened. All right, yay, I'll take it. I don't know what happened there, but I'll take it.
Yeah, man, I had problem with Chani.
Yeah, we were talking about Chani before we came on.
Yeah.
So going into the more tactical side of things, that does kind of lead into one of the other questions that we had come in. This is from our Matt Binns. So he was asking about formations. Which formation do you think suits you best?
Honestly, I'm this kind of player. Again, I play almost all these formations, especially in Korea.
Right.
But I think I can feel the best in 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 when I have like one shadow striker.
Right.
One guy who can use me well.
Right.
Like a playing game or to go in space to really to use that I can always put 1 or 2 players on my back and too much focus on me. So if somebody can use me in the right way, that's the best tactics for us, for me, for sure.
So we kind of saw that with Wagonino against Hanhoa in AFC. Is that a formation that
but
were you
honestly,
comfortable? I mean, the competition level is a little bit different.
Yeah, man, I'm not. I cannot. I'm not looking on that game really seriously.
Sure.
Pitch was frozen.
And
opponent, they were frozen. Same.
I mean,
they came from Hanoi.
Poor guys, right? They're coming from Vietnam, and then they played in.
They played
snow.
totally okay, honestly.
Yeah.
Even they lose, they honestly, I think they saw the snow first time in their lives. I swear.
Some of them, I'm sure.
So man, I'm not looking on this game like real picture how we need to play and how we behave on that game. But generally, I think this is in Korea 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. It's something that you can adapt and you can use me like that kind of player. That's that style the best, but it's not the rule that we need to play like this. That's normal. Sometimes you have player for 3-back or for some defensive tactics. So
just hit, So I know we've talked in the past about with a 3-man back line, a lot of times it ends up being a 5-man back line.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you see happening now at the start of the season with Suwon? Is that it's too negative, it's too defensive?
No, man, really not. Honestly, it's really not. Just because now we are really trying to make this build up, and our side players, I think they are playing okay now. I think coach is really trying to push from really to play 3-4-3, not 5-4-1.
Okay.
I was playing last year.
Right.
And we have Kyun, this guy is really high class player, honestly.
Yeah.
With a lot of intelligence, and he's making really these tactics possible because he's that guy who's always going inside like shadow, not staying on the line.
Okay.
So these kind of things, it's really okay. Tactics, it's not about tactics, honestly.
Okay.
These tactics, I think fits okay. Just need to feel each other and just understand we need to play more with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do something more. You know, I didn't
So maybe keep in possession a little bit more?
keep possession, make opponents running more, and we run with ball more, and make them tired, because if you want to do something, you want to be better than 3, 4, 5.
Was good
I think
progress
that's
with
the
this attack.
main focus this season.
Which is interesting, because I think we've talked a lot about how possession seems like it's kind of working its way out of football. You know, Leicester made that really famous, you know. But I think there seems to be a little bit of a resurgence of wanting possession football right now, especially with how Man City's playing this year.
Yeah, but you know, in case if this any team is running without the ball, you will have more chance after to take the ball really fast, because they're gonna be. I don't know how you say that.
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, honestly, you know, Kelly, David is playing hard to play, but if you can keep the ball in more, they're gonna be more tired. And you lose the ball, you have time to use this Korean style, just press them.
Right.
And they're gonna make mistakes. You know, some teams, you know, defenders maybe not the best players. They can miss some pass, they can wait, they can, not playing good in line and make some offside trap.
I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
To control, so we need to keep the ball more and play more.
He'll be pleased with that
Passing
first
game, and
45
they're going to be
minutes.
really good, because in offense everybody can play in now.
So this is straying from the questions a bit, but I'm curious, how much of that do you think is coming from, like, do you think there needs to be more in the center of the field right now? Because it seems like up the wings you guys are really strong. Like, Cristobon's been really impressive on that overlap.
And EPJ on the left.
EPJ looked really good on the left. And it seems like they're hooking up really well with Waganino and Young Ki-hoon on the wings, but up the middle it seems like, especially against Jeonnam, and I don't know how much was to, you know, Kim Young-wook and Han Chan-hee doing what they do, but it seemed like the middle of the pitch was kind of a bit of a confusion in some ways.
I mean, you know, these guys, they are trying to do the best they can. And we played that game with 3 minutes. That game was 4-2-3-1 Shadows. So for sure, we lose that fight on that middle. So because of that, Chuna was really good. They keep the ball a lot. Their defenders keep the ball a lot. So
yeah, that was really surprised.
That was one of the things why they played really one good game, and in the end they won. So
Here's the shot.
Oh,
nice shot.
Yeah,
So
who's that? I thought we were going to see who it is here.
Jungwoo. Maybe Jungwoo.
Super save.
So maybe it's crossing on circle. No,
Square.
Uh-huh.
Just don't aim for that number 9 right there.
Yeah.
They finally switched your number. For a long time down here, you were 45.
What? Really?
Yeah, because they just didn't have the updated squads.
Now they've won the ball back in the middle of the park by intercepting that pass.
I wanted to be fast.
Crisp defending there.
All right, so there was another question. We had a couple questions. Probably won't get to all of them as per usual. But we did have one come in from 48 Shades of Football, the podcast.
Yeah.
And they are asking, so this kind of plays into the tactics and running and who you want to have running on the field. And they're asking, how have you adjusted your game as you've gotten older, still playing?
Yeah, they asked me a few times. Honestly, you cannot do too many things. You just need to control your body the best you can. You know, food, what are you eating, when you are eating, how much you are eating. This is something that really you need to control, especially now. You know, less candies, you know, these kind of things. Soda juice, forget.
So what would be your go-to candy, though, if you could have candy?
If I can, I like this crepe. Pancakes, but not American style. It's like European crepe.
Oh, okay.
So this is something what I really like, and this is something what I'm eating when I after the game. Sometimes that's my time. You know?
When you can cheat a little.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, at that time you really spend a lot of energy, so you can eat something like this. You know, sometimes unhealthy food is good after the game because your muscles are empty.
And then, you know, yeah.
This is something good, but everything else is just I'm trying to live now like really like professional, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's gonna smile, but you know.
So like people
Not going out and these kind of things. Honestly,
Sure.
alcohol maximum, beer, something, and that's few beers after the game. That's all I'm now doing.
So people like Ryan Giggs got into yoga. Would you ever get into yoga?
Man, I tried that. Guys, this is the best story ever. We had yoga on the preseason now.
Oh, here for Suwon.
No, Suwon in training camp, and coach said, "But just one time to see how you feel." My friend Dejan, it's on fire. Look at that! Look at that! And same celebration, and unbelievable. So
I'm expecting that next time. You got to kick the
looks
corner
nothing
flag
like
on
you,
your way
right?
over.
yeah, right. You need air first to score goal.
Yeah.
And honestly, we did this yoga, and honestly, after the yoga, I didn't feel bad. But tomorrow, I feel really bad. So I feel my back, and they tried to push me. They said, unbelievable how you are like not, how say this, how not flexible. I said, I'm 36. They tried to push me with 18 on yoga, they didn't work. So man, do you really think you're gonna work with 36? I was never injured, I'm 36, never. So, but don't push me now. So after that 2 days I had this massage, water, and man, I was like coma. I said, coach, please, next time if you have some yoga session, give me some physical training, no problem. I'm gonna run. 1 hour of yoga is not joking, man, it's not easy.
So who really took to it though? Like who on the team was
Money.
Yeah?
Money, man, he's like gum.
Just super bendy?
Super bendy. He's doing better than these girls who came
were leading it?
Yeah, 3 girls who did that. I think he's better than them. And they were like, oh, well done.
Was it his first time?
I don't know, man, but he looks like he's not first time. Man, nice goal. Nice goal.
Let's see if I can kick the corner flag. Go kick it.
No. Maybe he's gonna touch. No.
No.
He's a fake.
Yeah, he doesn't want it. He's not gonna stage it. He's not gonna do it.
Okay, nice goal. 2 nice goals, honestly.
I'm just hoping the Dragons are watching. That's all. I mean, it's not a screamer to the upper corner, but... so yeah, yoga... I mean, I have heard it's a good way for athletes to stay in shape, but I'm the same way. I've tried it a couple of times, and man, my body just does not... It doesn't want to do it.
It's hard, honestly. It's really hard. I'm not joking.
What about the ice baths? Do you do that after
Yeah, always. After every training I'm doing this.
Yeah.
We have these really big pools, ice pools, so ice water, especially now when it's weather like finally plus 10.
Yeah.
I'm every day, honestly. I'm every day there. So these kind of things you must do even if you are like 18. That's good for your muscle. You're gonna recover faster. You can perform better next game.
So if you played, let's say you played 90 minutes, how long do you spend in the ice bath afterwards?
Maybe, I don't know, man. I'm not looking honestly the time, but let's say I'm doing like a few minutes, and then I go hot water and then cold water. And this kind of thing.
I do the same thing actually.
Oh yeah.
I play for a Saturday team in the Seoul Saturday.
You must do this. This is the best recovery.
And I've noticed the difference actually when I haven't done it and when I have.
You feel heavy.
Yes. I feel so much better having sat in the ice bath.
Shout out to Ints.
Ints. Let's see Ints.
So speaking of teams and maybe switching teams, the other question from 48 Shades was, how do you think Seoul fans will receive you for that first super match? What do you expect in there?
I know they're really, unhappy, but I think they will accept me, and they're gonna show really nice behave before the match and after the match. I said, because of them, if these games happen, if go happen, this game if I score again, then I will not celebrate just because of them.
Yeah.
And I know they're gonna somebody's gonna, speak some bad words to me, and that's normal. But generally they will just clap and say, okay, I was not here 1 year, I was 8.
Right.
The best time of history of FC Seoul was that time. So what I did, you cannot forget. What the club did, that's their thing. So
right.
I don't have problem with defense, and I will never have problem with defense. So I think
this looks promising.
No problem. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Sure.
Maybe who knows what they're gonna do, but I think that's my opinion.
Are you planning on going over and greeting the visiting section?
After the match, for sure.
Yeah.
After the match, for sure. I didn't forget that I was 8 years. I was enjoying their 8 years.
Simple save from
Right.
an ambitious
Not
effort.
forget, they cheered for me every moment in my time.
But you saw what Lee Sang-ho did.
Yeah.
He did the same thing. He went back and then he got
Yeah.
a bottle thrown at him.
We are not
True.
True.
We are not saying.
Still on the edge of our seats here.
Well, I don't think.
For sure, some fans they're gonna do this, especially if this game happening. They lose. If I score goal, for sure, it's not like everybody's gonna say thank you, Dan. You come here and score goal against us.
Oh, sir.
No, but like you said, if you do score, you won't celebrate.
Yeah.
So that will help, surely.
Honestly, Samsung didn't celebrate too much, but he threw bottles on the field anyway. So I don't know if this is important for them. My friend. And second ball.
Corner. So yeah, we're running out of time here, so hopefully you get this and we can go to extra time. So we did have Scott Whitelock, our Suwon columnist, who you're getting more familiar with now that you're in his good graces. Wearing blue.
Like the right team now, according to him.
He was wondering, what's the biggest difference between the two clubs that you've noticed so far, between Seoul and Suwon?
Like in and around the club, day to day.
Yeah, honestly, organization.
Okay.
Let's say this, first clubhouse.
Yeah.
Suwon clubhouse is excellent. Facilities unbelievable. Food, rooms, food for all players, staff every day, fresh, quality. Nutritionist who is choosing the food, and quality of food is excellent. Rooms are excellent. Grounds, everything. Facilities are much better in Suwon. But on the other hand, life is life.
Yeah.
Suwon Seoul is the best life. City, the best option for especially foreigners and their families. So there are some plus and minuses both teams.
Is your family still up here then?
No.
They're down in Suwon.
I moved my kids in GSIS. International school, so I'm there, and my house is like 5 minutes from school, 10 minutes from training ground, so
Not a bad way to do it.
I'm some like middle from ground, training ground, stadium and school, so this is like best for them. If they need something, I'm there in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, everything. If I go from Seoul, I need 1 hour.
Yeah. So we finished up here. The way. So we won't talk about any round 1 fixtures that may have finished the same.
I score goal. That's okay.
That's true. Yeah, right.
I score goal.
Yeah, that's fine. So while the highlights are going here, I think we got time. We can get in a few more questions here, and then we'll chat with you after for some more questions that we'll get up on the website as always. So another one from Scott. He's asking, who's the most skillful player on Suwon?
Honestly,
Other than you, obviously.
Nah,
he's not gonna.
Honestly, I have few players. I think their technique is much better. High-class players need the ball. They need to show that on the game. Yoho, that guy plays against Chunam Shadows.
Oh, okay.
This guy, his abilities are unbelievable. He just believes in himself. How much I believe in himself. This is unbelievable. Like Iniesta, left, right, moving, small. This moving left right, like he doesn't have knees, just moving left here. Unbelievable, man. This is what I saw. You cannot see it too many times. I didn't see this in Seoul from this young players. He's unbelievable. So him, normally Kyung, he's old school. He's high class player. His mind is different. He sees some things what Koreans cannot see. So because of that, he's still here, and he's one of the best because he's different. And there are a few more. Now I saw just on training, so I will not speak too much their names because they need to show that on the game. But there are some babies. They are unbelievable skillful, unbelievable. Left, right, up, down, speed.
Yeah, I mean, the speed on the team I think is pretty unquestionable at this point. Which leads into the last one, because obviously we're in the menus here, and we'll get to some other stuff. But thanks for sticking with us. We did have Brian Hamilton, who came in on YouTube here, and was asking, what do you think it'll take for the Bluewings to get further than the round of 16 this year in ACL?
First, we need to score goals.
Yeah.
Something it's a problem for us, and honestly, I didn't expect that. Because I'm striker and I was sure I can do the job, but we had some problems to make chances, and when we make chance, we suffer so much, so we missed it, because honestly, maybe I'm saying for me, man, I cannot say I'm on pressure to score goal, honestly, but that time, I was tired, I was like really, I want to score goal because I see my team is suffer, and then you miss, then second chance, who knows if we can make it. So we have some problems, so our biggest problem is now just, like I said, we need to keep the ball better, and then chances going to come because we have quality. So we need to score goals. When we have these chances, we need to score first, and we need to play smart. Everything else is going to come. We just need 1-2 games to win, and then self-confidence and good atmosphere is going to come back.
So
nothing serious.
Nothing serious now.
Nothing serious. I hope so.
Well, the last one was about
No, it means
ACL.
like there's not a serious issue with Suwon.
Yeah,
I think you meant don't end on a serious question.
No.
I was like, well, the
No,
next
I'm just not seriously now in
It's
Suwon.
not a serious problem.
We have that.
Yeah.
I think we can. We are better than these teams in the group, so we still have everything in our hands. We are going to Shanghai, and then we have Sydney at home. You win these 2 games. You are in 16, and then you can go in Kashima and try to be the first, honestly. So now it looks really far, but in 7 days everything can be changed. You have Daegu away, and then Shanghai away, and then Hong Kong. You win these 3 games.
Yeah.
They're gonna say we are best team maybe in K-League.
Well, I think
This is how this goes, man.
Yeah.
This is how this goes.
through the first 3 in this group in ACL, it's just you're in a much better spot after 3 games than you. If you would have told me that it would have been 4 points going in right now, and second in the group or second in the group?
Second,
So I mean, in a qualifying position after 3 games in this group.
It's tough group.
Because Shanghai, this team, when you don't win against team like Shanghai, you cannot speak too much, honestly.
Sure.
But, man,
You guys get another.
they are not
crack
playing
soon, though.
football, man. This is even when they play against Kashima and against Sydney. You watch highlights every game. Teams are missing chances against them.
Yeah.
They are scoring goals almost from the first chance, and then they start laying down. And this is not excuse now for our performance and why we didn't win, but that's happened all 3 games, and so they cut 2 points from everyone. Honestly, they are for me still the worst team in our group. So we lose these 2 points, but honestly, all players, all teams in our group think the same. So
We'll see how
really strange results in our group.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that one. We'll see how that group pans out.
Man, it's gonna be a lot of crazy things, I'm sure now.
But we're going to call it there for now. We do have a couple of other questions that we'll get to. But as you can see, we're done here with the FIFA. So thanks for watching the first YouTube edition, and Dejan, thanks for coming up again.
Yeah.
You got this. Is
I had really nice goal. Maybe
I think this is twice we've played, and you've scored with you both times.
Man, I'm playing alone in the moment, so every pass
So,
is finishing
there it is.
to number 10.
Yeah, and luckily number 10 now instead of 45. But yeah, we got a couple more questions. We'll pester him with those after. But yeah, thanks for watching. And there we go.